Gosia Lorenz with the Joy of Living. Today I will talk about something that most people don't want to talk about. They don't even want to know. They want to look at this. They don't want to have anything to do with this because they're too scared. Do you know what I'm going to talk about already? Oh, not yet. Okay. Today I am going to talk about entities, and it's my absolutely favorite subject actually. So, entities, it's not only ghosts and dead people, it's also all the energies that are defined in some way. So actually, this chair is an entity, and your house is an entity, and your car is an entity, so is your business, or the book you're writing is an entity, and you're an entity as well. So if you're scared of them, maybe you can reconsider that, because you know what, you are surrounded by entities if you like it or not. And of course there are dead people around us, there are different spirits around us, earth spirits, different beings, there are actually demons as well. There are all kinds of energies that we are surrounded with that most people don't want to know about. And you know what, it's like excluding huge percentage of what is around you and ignoring it and pretending it's not there. It is not changing the fact that it's actually there, and it does influence you, because what happens when you do not acknowledge that you have capacities with entities, that you are aware of entities, that you actually sense something around you. If you try to suppress it, if you try to repress it, if you try to block it out, you will have physical symptoms. Most likely they are not that pleasant. And I see it over and over again, because this is what I really mostly do, teach classes called Talk to the Entities classes, where I show people how to communicate with the entities, how to clear them, and how to receive from them, which is the really advanced subject in the class. So when you are not acknowledging that you're aware of them, and some people are really, really acutely aware of entities, they will have different symptoms that include tiredness, anger, depression. You can have spouts of paranoia. You can get suddenly irritated or fearful. For me, it was always anger that I was going into, or severe tiredness and being very drained. And I also had suicidal thoughts most of my teenage years, and I was depressed most of my teenage years. Can you believe that? Yes, actually that was me. And I did not know that I had any capacities with entities and those energies around me, because there was no information about that. You know, the information that we get is very inaccurate, because people do talk about entities here and there, but it's usually with a lot of significance of fear, or there are some rituals that are involved, or you have to call upon someone to help you with that. There's not much empowerment and education in it. So my job and my target is to educate the world about entities and how to have more ease with entities, because we cannot clear them, we cannot get rid of them, we cannot remove them from the planet, just like you cannot remove people from the street when you're going on the street or you're going to the store. They're there, you can't do anything about it, and you can be okay with it or not okay with it. Most likely you're not okay with all these energies around you, but if you will dare to include them and acknowledge them and learn what to do with them, you can actually start including them in creating of your life, because there are also very kind and fun and amazing and beautiful beings out there that do like to contribute to you, that do have maybe some information for you, that maybe do have some gifts for you that you will never receive, because you decided that all ghosts and entities are bad, are scary, and will harm you. So my invitation for you is, are you willing to be the most dominant entity in your life? Because if you do, then nobody can mess with you. And I know there are really scary things out there, and they're only scary because we don't know what they are, who they are, because we don't have any information about them. Okay? So if you're willing to be the dominant entity in your life, you will create your life in a very, very, very different way. and you will dare to stand up to something that maybe you were scared before, and maybe something that you needed help with and assistance with. So what if you're willing to create your life in a very different way as the boss of your life, you know? Because when you're willing to be the boss of your life, nobody will mess with you. Nobody will push you around. And how are you with people? Are you letting people take advantage of you and not be so kind to you? Or you actually can stand up for yourself and be assertive and be the strong, dominant person around you, right? So if you are willing to be that with people, you might have greater ease with entities if you only invite them into your creation. If you're not, you might have to work a little bit more on that. But entities are here and they're not going anywhere, so why not include them? And there are only 3 things you're ever gonna do with entities. You will clear them, because some of them just need clearing. You will talk to them, because some of them might have actually a message. Some of them might come and try to say goodbye to you for years. Maybe it's your grandma who died 15 years ago and she's been trying to say goodbye to you, I love you, for 15 years, ever since. And you feel this presence around you and you know something is there, but you don't know what it is, so you get scared just in case, right? Because it's invisible energy. And what if you just said, hey, is this my grandma? Light. Oh, what do I know about this? Remember the tool about lightness? Light is true. Light is a yes. Is this grandma? Okay. Is this grandma talking to me? Light. Yes. Oh, wow. Okay. Hi, grandma. Imagine she's in front of you. Just happens to have no body anymore. Hi, what would you like to tell me? Do you want to tell me something? And something might show up in your head that seems like a thought, but it's not really a thought. It's your grandma talking to you. And this is how most people communicate with entities. It's more like information transformation, and it feels more like thoughts or ideas popping in your head rather than hearing, although some of you might be hearing voices. And if you're hearing voices, it's entities. You don't have to be scared about it or try to medicate yourself to numb this awareness, or maybe drink way too much to numb this awareness. It's just entities. It's nothing special. They're there. And why do we make something that doesn't have a body scary? For the fact that it doesn't have a body. It will happen to us as well one day. Death is the most inevitable thing in this world. We're all gonna die sooner or later, and we're all gonna be entities, ghosts, coming and maybe trying to say goodbye to our loved ones or visit our home again. And what if you were so attached to your home and loved your home, you don't want to leave it even after you die, and you just keep staying in your home even though it now belongs to somebody else? This is where haunted houses are being created. Yeah, these people still live there and they don't want anybody to be there, so they try to scare them away because they might not understand that they're dead. And unfortunately, this is a case very often. Entities do not know that they passed away because not much changes. Only what changes is the lack of the body, but many people are not very attached to the body, or not many people are present in the body, and not many people are choosing consciousness and awareness. Because if you aware and conscious, you know you died. You might notice that you died, right? But some people don't. I know it sounds totally crazy, but I've seen it over and over and over again, thousands of times, when entities did not know that they were dead. And you just tell them, hey guys, do you know you're dead? You don't have a body anymore. You can go now. And they leave. And this is all that's required to clear them very often, not always. There's more advanced tools to clear them and deal with them, but this is very often the only thing that's required. And then some of them, again, so this is for clearing, for communicating. There are some of them that are here to just tell you something and maybe hear something from you. Maybe you need to forgive them because they weren't the nicest people in your life. And then there are beings that actually are here to contribute to you. They would like to give something to you. They would like to support you. They would like to assist you in something. Maybe you ask for assistance. Don't ask for help, because then it puts you in kind of a lower position and you make something greater than you. So if you're using entities like angels and spirit guides and I don't know who else you can be using to help you, it's because you decided you cannot deal with it yourself. And And I'm inviting you to, again, to be the dominant one, to be the creator of your life, and acknowledging that you're the creator of your life. But you can always ask other beings and other energies and other people to assist you, right? It's like friends. Hey, would you help me with carrying this? You don't make them greater than you, more powerful than you. You just ask them for a little assistance here and there. So this is how you could actually start functioning with entities around you. And it really is not scary. The fear is something that has been perpetrated on us for very, very, very long time. And people did grow up with the fear of entities. You know how often you felt some presence in your room and your parents told you, no, there's no monster under the bed and there's nobody in your closet and this is not real. And maybe you did have imaginary friend that it wasn't imaginary at all. It just didn't have the body. But since the grown-ups couldn't see it, you decided that you must be wrong, because if they don't see it, this must be true, and you need to forget about all this. Or maybe you've been living your whole life trying to suppress this massive awareness of massive presence around you, and you feel like you're going crazy. What if you're not crazy? You're just aware, and there are actually tools out there to create more ease with it. And this is the tools that I'm facilitating and teaching the most. Tools of Talk to the Entities, and it's a specialty class of Access Consciousness created by Shannon O'Hara. And those tools are phenomenal, and you can create more ease, more joy, and more expansion of your life with entities as well. So that's it for now. Thank you. This was Gosia Lorenz with The Joy of Living. Bye.